So there's moments where, like, I'm not even doing any introduction. I just saw Black Panther. It's my thing that after Marvel movies, I do a little Insta hot take. So I'm doing that. I've done it for my friend John and I started doing this back on Avengers way back when we went to the Marvel movie marathon that ended with the Avengers, the initial Avengers movie. So I've been doing it not ever since. There were a couple that I missed, but I've been doing it pretty much ever since. And so I just saw Black Panther at 10 o'clock at night on Thursday after a long week and a long day. So I'm a little bit, woohoo! I'm a little bit not with it entirely, but just want to give my 2 cents on the movie. Another dumb white guy reviewing Black Panther. I mean, let's start there. This movie, it's not that it's not for me, but that I shouldn't be the one that's reviewing it, and you really shouldn't. I mean, who the fuck cares what I think? I liked it, right? I dug it a lot, but ultimately, like this, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like I said, it's been a long day. So let me just get into the movie. So there was a moment towards the end where I was having this feeling that this is going to be my least favorite Marvel movie. And this was after a lot of moments where I was thinking this is going to be one of my favorite ones. It's going to be up there. But when the battle stuff happens, when it sort of descends into traditional comic book territory, that's where I feel like it's the least effective, if that makes any sense. And yet if it didn't go into comic book territory, into sort of science fiction in the ways that it does, then the moment that hit me as hard as it did wouldn't have hit me as hard as it did. And that's when Killmonger, and I can't remember if it's at some point toward the very end of the fight between him and T'Challa, when he says, "Imagine me, a kid from Oakland, believing in fairy tales," and I, oh, that one hit me. When they say that Killmonger is the most effective or most memorable villain since Loki in terms of these Marvel movies, I think they've got it half right. He is the best antagonist since those things. He is not a villain. And that is part of what makes him so amazing to watch, because there are moments there where, and people have said this before me, much smarter people, much more articulate people, of course they weren't doing it at 12:38 or 12:45 in the morning. People have said this, that what have they said? I completely lost my train of thought. It's so important that this movie got made. I mean, that you can side with him, with Eric, at certain points in this flick. His methods are extreme. The amount of killing that he does is sort of reprehensible. But he's got a point, all these people around the planet suffering when this country could be helping them out. And that's some heavy shit for a comic book movie. Just all of it. Anyway, so my favorite parts, anything involving the Dora Milaje, anything involving any of the female characters. There's some articles out there I've wanted to read and catch up on about the feminism of this movie. I definitely felt like we've got really incredibly strong women in this flick, in addition to incredibly strong people of color of both genders, and I liked the white people as comic relief. At least that's sort of how it starts off. I mean, both of the Tolkien white guys are funny, and they're in there as kind of the buffoons of the piece, and I like that role because I think that a lot of us white folks are buffoons, and oh, just lost my light. Yeah. So I liked that. I like that. I should stop talking. It's late. I will say, like, I wanna see this one again. But I don't know if I'll see it again in the theaters. I mean, it's sort of like Thor. I think I saw Thor. No, I only saw Thor once. I don't know. I used to see all these movies a couple times a piece, and it hasn't happened. Life's busy. This one demands to be seen, though. Not that anybody who's watching this is on the fence. I'm sure you're not. It's a fantastic flick that explores a character that I knew practically nothing about, with a whole host of supporting people that I think are really top notch. And when Shuri mentions when Everett Ross gets brought back to Wakanda after being injured, and Shuri says, "Ooh, another broken white guy to take care of," or however she phrases it. I love that nod to Bucky Barnes being there and being taken care of. I love that we, for the most part, didn't get any other Marvel connections. This just was a flick. I mean, Everett Ross had been a thing this before, and certainly the reason they were after Claw was because of things that were explored in Age of Ultron. There were some connections, but I like that really in terms of its connection to the broader Marvel Cinematic Universe, they left that until after the credits. And if you don't give two shits about that stuff, you don't have to suffer through a movie like Ultron, which I enjoy, but which feels to a lot of people who are not MCU fanatics like a movie that's nothing but set up for future movies. I don't know. I feel pretty good about this one, and I think the fact that we get to see Wakanda again in Infinity War, and probably a lot of Wakanda based on the trailer that's come out, at least, I think that's exciting. That's sort of like what DC fans got last year when they had an awesome Wonder Woman movie, and then they were going to get to see Wonder Woman again in Justice League. I hope it doesn't turn out for us Marvel fans like it did for those DC fans who ended up getting a shitty Justice League movie, or after having an awesome Wonder Woman movie. So, are you still you're still here? Thank you. Hit the thumbs down button. You hated this, right? No, I'm kidding. Hit the thumbs up button, and subscribe or something. tired.